Okay, so let us continue. Now there are three different types of violation modes are there: shutdown, restrict, and then protect. Okay, so in a registered interface, in the secured interface, if an unauthorized PC is connected, then it is considered as a violation. If the MAC address of the device attached to a port is differ from the list of secure MAC address, then it is considered as a port violation. If a port violation occurs, then the port enters into the error disabled state. Okay, so you have to understand what is port violation, port security violation, right? So to set the port security violation, there are three options are available. The three options are shutdown, restrict, and then protect. Okay, when a violation occurs, what should be happened in that port or how the port should react. Okay, so there are three different options are available. First we'll discuss about the shutdown option. If you see this option shutdown, okay, the port, if a violation occurs, if you configure the port in the shutdown mode, while port security violation mode as shutdown, if a violation occurs, immediately the port will turn into the error disabled state. The port will turn into a error disabled state. Okay, first thing, if a violation occurs, the port will be manually shut down or error disabled state. Okay, and the port LED light will be switched off. Okay, and then immediately it will send a syslog message: a violation occurs on this date, this time, okay, from this MAC address. Okay, so it will register all the information in the log message. So it will do, then it also count how many time the violation was occurred. Okay, so if you see this shutdown option, the shutdown option immediately disable the state, disable the port if a violation occurs. The first thing. Second thing, it will turn off the port LED. Third thing, it will send the syslog message. It will register at what time, what date, what is the MAC address of the device who performed the attack, everything. And as a fourth option, it will also count how many times the violation occurred. Okay, it will increment the violation counter. It will count how many times you tried to access the interface. When a secure port is in the error disabled state, then an administrator must re-enable the interface. What is the procedure to re-enable the interface? The administrator first enter the command shutdown command. Okay, he has to manually shut down the interface, and then he has to enter the command no shut to change the status of the interface to up. Okay, first the administrator to disable by entering the command shutdown, and then he has to enable the interface by executing the command no shut. Are you clear? Okay, next we will move to the restrict option. When you configure the switch port violation mode with the restrict option, when a violation occurs, this option restrict will just restrict the port, will drop the packet, will simply drop the packet. If any unknown MAC address or any unknown device is connected with the interface, and if it is trying to send the message, it simply drops the packet. It simply drops the packet, and then what it will do, this mode causes the security violation counter, how many times he is trying to access. Okay, it will count, and it will generate the syslog message. So the restrict mode simply drops the MAC packet from the unknown source address, and then what it will do, it will count how many times he tried to do the violation. He violated. He tried to access the interface. Okay, it will count the number of times the violation occurred. Also, it generates the syslog message. It generates the syslog message. Now we will go to the next option. The next option is protect. If you see this protect, this option, this is a least secure security violation option. Okay. If you configure the port security violation as protect, it is not going to provide more security. It is going to provide the least security to you. The port drops the packet with the unknown source MAC address, and then what it will do, it will just simply drop the message, and then it will not send any syslog message. It will not count how many times the violation occurred. Nothing it will do. The port drops the packet with unknown source MAC address until you remove a sufficient number of secure MAC address to drop below the maximum value or increase the maximum value. Also, it will not send any syslog message. It will not count how many times the violation occurred. So simply it will drop the packet and it will continue. The port will not shut down. Okay. The port will not generate the syslog message. The port will not count how many times the violation occurred. But at the same time, it will not allow the unauthorized user to access the switch. Okay. Out of this three option, the shutdown is the best one, because immediately if any violation occurs, it will shut down the port, it will turn off the led, it will send a syslog message. Also it will count the violation, how many times the violation occurred. And restrict, it drops the packet, it will not shut down the port, but it will generates the syslog message and it will count how many times the violation occurred. The third mode, just it will drop the packet and then it will continue. It will not generate the syslog message, or it will not count how many times the violation occurred. Interface F01, switch port security violation restrict. Okay. So by default we know that the default violation mode is shutdown. Here it is configured with restrict. Okay. So we know how to configure switch port security violation restrict, switch port security violation protect. If you want to configure the protect, you can configure here protect or restrict or shutdown. Any option you can configure. We have three options violation mode. You can configure any option. Okay. Now port in the error disabled state. When a port is shut down and placed in the error disabled state, it will not send any traffic or receive any traffic. No traffic is sent or received through that port. If the port is in the error disabled state, no traffic is sent or received through that port. And then a series of port security related message displays on the console like this is the okay, port violation, error detected. Okay. On interface, putting interface F018 in the error disabled state. Okay. And then security violation occurred caused by the MAC address, which MAC address caused that security violation on which port. And then line protocol and interface F018 changed state to down. Okay. Interface F018 changed state to down. Like that, if a violation occurs, you will receive the series of message. You will receive the series of message on your console. Okay. The protocol, the port protocol and the link status are changed down, and the port LED will be turned off if a violation occurs. Okay. So these are all the symptoms of the violation. If you look at here, show interface F018. Okay. Now it will display the details of the interface. F018 is down. Okay. Line protocol is down. If you execute the command, okay, it will display the status of that interface. Now you have to inquire the port security status, why it is down. Show port security interface F018. Port security is enabled. Okay. But if you see the status is secure shutdown. that means a violation occurs. That means a violation occurred in that. Due to that, okay, so it is in the error disabled state. Okay, port status as error disabled state. Here it is given as a secure shutdown. Okay, error disabled state. The output of the show port security interface command, okay, shows the secure shutdown. Okay, the security violation counter increments by 1. Violation mode is shutdown. Okay, and then security violation increments by 1. How many times it violation occurred. Okay, the administrator should determine what caused the security violation, who caused the security violation, who accessed this interface last. Okay, which what is the MAC address of this device? Last source address. Last source address means, so this is the last address who accessed the interface F018. Okay, now you can find out the MAC address of the device who accessed this interface F018 last. Okay, so by finding out the MAC address, you can conduct a probe, you can conduct an investigation. The administrator should determine what caused the security violation. Okay, if an unauthorized device is connected to a secure port, okay, the security threat is eliminated before re-enabling the port. So you have to do the investigation. Okay, so how do you reactivate or re-enable the port? So I said that to do that, you have to use two command. One is the shutdown command. That is, you have to manually or administratively shut down the port by using the command shutdown. Then you have to use the command no shut to change the status of that interface to up or enable that interface. You have to use the no shut command. Are you clear? So you have to use both the shutdown command as well as the no shut command to do this. Verify port security. How to verify the port security? If you execute the command show port security, okay, you can verify whether the port security is enabled on the interface or not, and then you can see switch secure port, and then maximum secure address allowed is 1. This is default value, we know that. Okay, and then you can see what is the violation mode configured on that. By default, the default security violation mode is shut down. Because of that, it is displayed as shutdown. Okay, so after configuring the port security on the switch, you have to check each interface. You have to verify that the port security is set correctly or not, and then the port violation mode is set correctly or not. So you have to verify all these things manually. For that, you have to execute the command show port security, and then you have to verify each and everything. You have to check whether everything is configured correctly or not. Okay, show port security. If you want to see the port security for all the interface, if you execute the command show port security, it will display the port security status of all the interface. If you want to see the port security information for a particular interface, then you have to execute the command show port security interface, that interface id. Like this, you have to execute show port security and then interface, that interface id F018. If you execute this command like this, it will display the port security information of that particular interface F018. Okay, now you can also get this security information from the running configuration. For that, you have to execute the command show run. You have to apply the filter symbol, and you have to use the keyword begin, and then you have to use the interface id. Okay, so you know that this is called as the filter symbol. Okay, from the output of the showrun command, the showrun will have the running configuration, will store all the information. From the running configuration, we can display the information about the interface F09. Okay, the security information, port security status can be learned from the showrun configuration by using this filter symbol. Showrun filter begin Interface id provides you the details of the port security configuration.